Y'all want to hear a story about why me, this bitch here fell out? It's kind of long but full of suspense. Okay, listen up. This story long, so I met this white bitch at Hoder's. I was her waitress. She came in with this old-ass, big-ass black dude. So you know, as a Hoder's girl, we have to talk to her customers. So I sit with them, we get to talking. She tells me she dances. So I'm like, hey, bitch, me too. Then she tells me this hulking black man is her sugar daddy. I'm like, oh yes, bitch must at home. I feel it, I feel it. So we bibbing over our who's more whatever. We exchange numbers. We like next time I dance, I may come dance with you. They leave. So the next day I get a text like, bitch, let's go to Florida. I'm like, hi. She's like, I'm going to dance in Florida. Let's go. Now I'm skeptical like, damn bitch, we just met and we already taking our trips together. But I had went to Florida 2 months prior and made 15,000, so lucky I was down. So I was like, okay, I'll go. Who's all good? And when we leaving, all this bitch says is be ready by 8. So I call her like, bitch, I said, who's all gone? She says my boyfriend, our roommate, and my roommate that has a place in Tampa. So I'm like, okay, I'll be ready. So I pack my baddest stripper wear and I'm ready. Now my man did not want me to go. He was super. So I had to fuck him calm, and then I left. Now when I got in the car, it was a white boy, her boyfriend, and this hulking black guy, not the same one. So I texted her on the slick while in the backseat like another sugar daddy, you gotta type it, bitch. And then the black dude had her damn phone. So he starts laughing and he goes, I'm using her GPS. No, I'm not a sugar daddy. I've known her and her dude for 8 years. We all live together. So Jessica at the white bitch pulls me to the side and is like, we gonna be at the club all night. This room for Jarrett. Nice, don't even trip. So I was like, yeah. Bitch, okay, but trust I am not laying my head here. So we leave our shit at the motel with Jarrett and head to the club. So we working, it was kind of slow, it was early Friday night, the club had hella rules, which I'm not used to. I'm a full nude type of bitch. But this club requires pasties and boy shorts and all this other shit. Whatever. So after making about $800, I was ready to go. She was talking to some dude trying to talk him out of his wallet and they exchanged numbers. So I was like, call your man. I'm ready. She calls. The black dude. I'm like, that's not your man, but okay. So I pull her to the side before he pulled up like, what's up with your roommate? And she was like, we're really close. Before I met Jared, I was with him. He was taking care of me. I was like, oh, well, I don't need that. Taking care of me in stripper language means that was her pimp. So I was like, does Jarrett know? And she goes, of course not. Strike one. So then she goes, I didn't make anything tonight. What you make because he's gonna ask? I said, that is not y'all's business, Jess. Chill. So he pulls up in as soon as we get in, he goes, what do y'all make? We said at the same time, nothing. So he goes, damn. My girl said she had a bad night too. We finna go pick her up as fiancé who lives down here. We pick her up and he goes, nobody made shit. You'll want a trap. Trap in stripper lingo means trick. So Jessica goes, hell yeah. You got some clients, I'm in the back. Moot. He was like, you can get some. So Jess is like, yeah, I need a trap. But Jared is at the room. And he goes, I wasn't putting y'all in that shithole. That was for him, not y'all. I'm still quaint. We pull up to a nice ass hotel on the other side of town, and he goes, I'll get the clients together and text the all office. He handed her a track phone, so I'm mind blown at this point. So then we get to the room, I says, fuck, just me and Jess, and I start going off. But you got me fucked up. I'm not about to play with you, oh. I'm going home. So she starts crying, and she's like, I don't want to take this trip alone. Please don't leave me. I would be so scared alone. She's fucking sobbing. I'm like, oh my God, really? Now I'm feeling bad for the hoe. She goes, you can just check the guys in. He's not gonna force you to trap. I said, oh bitch, I know he not. I killed it as kill you verbatim. So she cleans herself up and there's a knock at the door. I open the door and some fat white man goes, I'm here for the white girl. So I check his pockets, take his wallet and let him in. They start fucking right on the bed next to me. It was a fucking mess. A mess. So when they finished, he gave her $100. I said, Jess, you selling pussy for 100? Pussy is worth thousands. You trippin'? She goes, I don't make the prices. The prices are already discussed before they come in. So I was like, bitch, no, if you gonna this, do it right. So I took some pics of her and put them on Backpage, along with the trap phone number with a minimum of $500. The phone starts blowing up. I was like, see, bitch, I got you a man coming up right now, giving $500 for 15 minutes. He comes, I check him, they get it in, he leaves. We're doing this all night. She fucked about 20 dudes, and her sorriest pimp only sent 3 of them. So around 6 a.m., Jarrett calls. She answers on speaker, and he's going off. Where the fuck are you in Zola? The club been closed. She goes, we went to another club, 'cause it was slow. So I am Googling 24-hour clubs. Florida has a few. Trying to help her lie, and he is not having it. He's living. He goes, if you went home with a dude, you're dead. So he asked to speak to me. I was like, man, I may end up killing these crazy white men tonight. So he starts cursing me out. Where are you? I know she's lying. Don't be a hoe like her, Zola. I said, I promise you I'm not. He hangs up on me and that was it. We didn't hear from him for the rest of the night. We fall asleep. A few hours later, the black dude, I still don't know his name, comes up. He's like, how much you make last night? Just goes, 5,500. I was like, what the fuck? Why is she telling the truth? I pimped her, not him. So he goes, what the fuck, Hal? It's good, but I only sent you 3 claims. She goes, Zola made me a back page. I was like, woo, woo, woo. Here we go. So he goes, you can do my job better than me. I said I was just helping her out. I don't really care. Your claims were cheap. He starts laughing. He goes, give me the money. She gave him all of it. And he goes, thanks, Zola. You real one. And he throws $500 at me. I put that shit right in my bra. The fuck? And Jess goes, what about me? And he said, you owe me rent, Jess. You haven't paid in months. I was like, damning. So we leave and head to Jarrett and the Raggedy Motel, 'cause our shit was there. As we pull up, Jarrett chilling outside, smoking weed with some dude. Pay attention here. We get out and walk up to them, and Jarrett goes, here they go. The pimp goes, here you go, little man. Who dis? Jarrett starts laughing and was like he was asking me who I was here with, and I said, my girl and her friends. That's all. Chill out. The guy Jarrett was talking to laughs and goes, I'll catch you later, man. Nice meeting you, and leaves. He was a black guy with dreads. A Floridian man. So we all go up to the room and the pimp is go off on Jarrett. You don't know these men. I can't believe you told him 2 bitches in here. And Jarrett goes, he asked why I was out here, man, last night. All I said was my girl went to work with her friend and I ain't want her to. Now the pimp screaming, so that man, no, it's money up here now. Hell no, we gotta go. Now, me and Jess are like, so we pack our shit and head out. We went to a nicer hotel about 20 minutes away, so the pimp was like, Zola, keep an eye on Jarrett. I was like, oh shit, he done promoted me to look out and shit. So he leaves to go back to his fiancée at home, and Jarrett and Jess start arguing. He was like, I know you was trapping Jess. I saw the back page, Ed, bitch, and he shows her a screenshot. I was like, oh shit, here we go. So he starts crying like a bitch. I was like, whoa. He's like, I thought you were done with this. I didn't come to Florida for this. You messy. Then he turns to me and goes, this what you came here for, Zola? I said, hell no, Jarrett, she low-key set me up. I'm not fucking with y'all after this. He goes, will you even set up your friend? He's such a hoe. So they arguing for hours. I'll even go down to the pool. I mean, I'm in Florida. So my man calls me. I lied and said everything was okay. I didn't want him worrying. I had a nice dinner. And then the pimp calls the trap phone. I answer and he's like, since you're mad at him and shit, do that shit again tonight. But set up out calls only 'cause this hotel is too nice to trap out of. I was like, cool, I got you. Especially for another 500. So I go up to the room and told Jess to get ready. Jarrett goes, what the fuck again, bitch, no. I said, Jarrett, calm down. Please. This white man starts punching himself like crazy people do dog. I was like, oh, hell no. He goes, if you do this again, Jess, I would kill myself. I love you too much. I was like, this man lost in the sauce and his bitch lost in the game. So I said, Jarrett, sit the fuck down. Just come on so I can take some nice pics. It's already 10 o'clock. Y'all playing? So I make her a fresh yad. We come out the bathroom, I did her hair and makeup and shit, and Jarrett goes, everybody knows you home now. Fuck you, I wanna go home. I said, he throws his phone at her and it's her Facebook. The status of both ads. Her mom is on there going off in the comments. Jessica starts bawling. Oh my god, my mom had my daughter this week, how could you? She on the floor literally breaking down. I was like, So Jessica calls the pimp and tells Jarrett just put everything on Facebook. My whole family sees. The pimp goes, I told Zoe to watch him. Literally 5 minutes later, it's the pimp banging at our door. He comes in with his fiancée this time and snatched Jarrett up by the neck. He wasted no time. He goes, I should really kill you. Jarrett is dangling off the ground crying, please don't, please. Loki, I'm crying. The fiancé pulls out a handgun, She goes, you want to bay or what? Fuck him, he did our girl so wrong. I was like, oh my fucking god. So now Jess steps in, she's like, please don't. Just beat his ass, see. I was like, oh, his name's C. Okay, got it, so she puts him down. C goes, now, I'm gonna kill his manhood thought. And he sits on the bed next to his fiancée. He goes, sit in front of me, Jarrett. He does. Still crying. He goes, delete the post and give me your phone. He did. Then he goes, come here, Jess. I was so lost. His fiancée unbuckles his pants, and Jess gets on her knees and starts sucking his dick in front of Jarrett and I. I was like, you. He then gets up and starts fucking Jess from the back. Jarrett just sitting there. I'm standing with my mouth to the floor. The fiancée sitting right next to them with a gun in her lap. I was like, damn it. So then he gets up and says, go clean up Jess. You gotta work. He looks at Jarrett and says, any questions? Jarrett says, I want to go home. I laughed out loud. I couldn't help it. And she goes, nah, you must spend the night with my girl, so you gonna take Jess to her out calls. I was like, damn it, that's spot bro. He goes, Zola got the clients and addresses so Al can take her and him and his fiancée leave. The room is silent for the next 30 minutes. Swear. The first client calls and says he's ready. So Jarrett takes us. He left a handgun but told me not to tell them. He slid it to me on the slick. He texted the trap phone like I'm trusting you with my bitch Zola. If anything goes left, use it. I was like, what, man, I can't. So anyway, Jarrett took us to about 4 clients, and then the phone was slow. Me and Jarrett were in the car together while she was working, so we starting having deep conversation. He really wasn't a bad dude, but he was bipolar, very bipolar. So I understood his outburst a little more. So we head back to the hotel, and then I get this one last call late as fuck, and the client says I got 5,000, but I want 2 bitches. I said, oh, sorry, we only have one. The client goes, well, I got 2,000 for one, but it's for dudes. And we only doing calls. I was like, whoa, what? So I texted and told him. He was like, oh, you tell him, come on. So I said it. And last minute, the client goes, actually, our call is fine, and gives me an address. So we get in the car and head to the address. Just goes, it's 4 of them. Can you just wait in the hall, please? I was like, bitch. All right, come on. So we head up to the room number they gave and Jess knocks. A dude goes, who is it? And she says in call. The door flings open fast as fuck. And 2 big black dudes snatch Jess. Bitch, I ran so goddamn fast I couldn't even see straight. I was out. Fuck that. I run out and the car is gone. I'm screaming, Jarrett, this fool gone. So I call him, still running, and he like, y'all done. I said, bitch, he told you to never leave us. Where are you? He's like, I'm at the gas station. I was thirsty. I thought she was gonna be a minute. I'm still running, don't know where I'm going. I'm like, they snatched her dude. Come get me. I'm calling the police. He pulls up a minute later and is like, don't call the police. Call C. I was like, C gone beat everybody ass. He wasn't supposed to leave. And he's like, well, you have the gun. If you call the cops, you done too. I was like, shit, you're right. So I called Z and told him what happened. Z is livid. And this deep African accent comes out. I couldn't even understand him on the phone. I was like, man, we dead, bro. So Z pulls up and is like, let's go. I said, I'm gonna stay here, y'all go. He goes, I'm not in the mood right now. Come the fuck on. So we all go. Me and Jarrett on the side of the hole where you can't see, and C knocks on the door. A man goes, "Who is it?" C goes, "We're my bitch, man." Jessica screams, and the voice says, "Ain't no bitch in here, bruh." I was like, oh, my God. C goes, "Open the door." Guess who opens the door? The man with dreads that Jarrett was smoking with at the rundown motel. I was like, you. So he goes, "Come in and check to see." C motioned for us to stay hidden. Thank God. So he goes in the room, and Dreadhead there by himself right now. C sits on the bed with his strap out and goes, "We're shit, man." Dreads goes, "Well, since she wants to still work for my girls, she clearly wants to be here with us. We still don't see Jess." So C goes to the closet and busts the door in, and she in there tied up, knocked the fuck out. Dreads goes, "I got 20,000 for her right now, man, and all is forgiven." C said, "We made more than 20,000 this weekend alone. Get out of here." So Dreads goes, "My dude's downstairs, not gone. Just let you walk out with her like that." And C said, "We'll see." Mind you, I can barely see. I'm around the corner, so I just hear everything. Next thing I know, I hear some shuffling and a gun goes off. Once again, I take off, but I took off down the hall through the back. Sure it went for behind, and then we look behind us and see us running too with Jess over his shoulder. He throws Jess in the car and hops in the driver's seat. I hopped in with him, and Jared hopped in the other car, and we got the fuck on. Him crying. I said, "What the fuck happened?" He goes, "That man reached for his piece." I shot him in the face. Man, I was like, oh, mad dog. We got back to our hotel, packed our shit and checked out. We went to see and his fiancee's kinda nice as fuck, by the way. Jess is up now, and she tells us what happened. Apparently, they recognized her from the motel and set her up clearly. And once they snatched her, they told her to trap for them, and she said no. So they beat her ass. That's what C interrupted when he knocked, so they knocked her out. I was like, I really gotta go home, y'all. Sorry to kill the mood, but I can't take no more of this. Jarrett was like, same. C's fiancé was in the kitchen counting money, dog. Just like a rich house. So Z was like, everybody get some sleep. I gotta get rid of this. Talking about the gun. So he leaves. We all try to get some sleep. The next morning he comes in with tickets for me and Jarrett. Jarrett goes, "I'm not leaving Jess here. Not after last night. She has a daughter and needs to come home." C was like, "Now we making money." I was like, "Woo," with a black eye and busted lip and some Florida men looking for you. You still trying to trap crazy? I was like, "Well, I'm ready." Just goes, "It will be okay, Jarrett. I will be home in 3 days." Jarrett started with that punching himself shit again. I was like, "Man, oh, and here we go." Jarrett goes, "Come with me or I'm killing myself." He was like, not this shit again. I will be in the car. Y'all hurry up." So Jarrett is literally breaking down. You ever seen Simone hysterically crying? It's intense. And just trying to calm him down. The door ready. Jarrett randomly stops crying. Instantly, like some movie shit, and goes, "So you're incoming?" Jess said no. Jarrett, I can't. This man, Jarrett, runs towards their balcony and jumps. I swear to God, he fucking jumped. I screamed so loud my heart stopped. Jess runs towards the balcony, and this man, Jarrett, was hanging. He didn't fall all the way. He was stuck by his pants. Thank God we were only on the 4th floor, but he still would have died. It was a good drop. So Jess is helping him, and I call C, laughing my ass off, still crying. I was like, "Jared is stuck." He tried to jump off the balcony. C was like, "What is wrong with this man? Families live here, bro, what the fuck?" So C came up, helped get him, slapped the fuck out of him literally, and physically guided him to the car. Just comes out and goes, "I swear I didn't set you up, Zola. I never intended for you to trap. That's why you didn't. I hope we can be friends after." I looked at her like she wasn't speaking English, and I said, "I'm not gonna beat you right now because you already in bad shape. But I better not ever see or hear from you again." And she walked away. She literally buckled Jarrett's seatbelt, and we went to the airport. Bear with me. It's almost over. When we landed in Detroit, my man picked us up. We both looked horrible, so washed up and tired. My man was like, "Who is this white boy and what's wrong with you all?" I said, "Babe, neither of us are the same. Just take him to his car and take me home." We dropped Jarrett off, and on the way home I told him everything. He couldn't even speak honestly. Check this out. This the last for tweets. I get a collect call for days later from a jail in Las Vegas. It's Jessica. She goes, we got caught trapping in Vegas and we all got arrested. I said, oh, why are you calling me? She goes, he was wanted for kidnapping 15 underage girls and is linked to 6 murders, including Florida. I said, Florida? Murder? You have the wrong number. She screams at Jarrett to bail me out. He won't answer my collect call. I said, Jarrett, you really have the wrong number? I hung up and called Jarrett. He goes, yeah, I heard it's on the news. He's a huge trafficker. I found out later that Jessica and his fiancée played victim and said they were forced and see whose name I can't pronounce was a wee freaking man and was wanted literally everywhere. He got sentenced to life and I hear Jess is back in the troll winter moment, baby. And that is the end of that. If you stuck with the whole story, you are hilarious.